Well, Monday Night Raw certainly left us with more questions than answered. However, more reasons to be positive, more reasons to be optimistic regarding WrestleMania 40, regarding Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. I would say a step in the right direction on Monday Night Raw, but a lot to talk about and still a lot of questions, a lot of speculation to come. So of course, over the weekend, the uproar on social media has been huge. Hashtag We Want Cody has been trending for like 3 days. And I would say maybe it was a little bit Saturday, but definitely on Sunday, you started to see some, not only like celebrities and just overall like big news sites like TMZ and ESPN and Bleacher Report and all these people chiming in on We Want Cody and Cody Rhodes going to WrestleMania. You started to see people within the WWE, Logan Paul, who evidently has like his own beef with The Rock from outside WWE, but whatever. Logan Paul, hashtag We Want Cody. Ricochet chiming in. Jinder Mahal chiming in, hashtag We Want Cody. Not a ton of it, but enough to say, what's going on here? And then we get to Monday Night Raw. I'm recording this right after Raw, but it was last night, of course, and Monday Night Raw did not shy away from the fact that Cody has been, trending, if you will, and has been the voice of discussion and what he's going to do at WrestleMania over the last weekend. Cameras did not shy away from hashtag We Want Cody signs all over the crowd. It seemed like the entire hard cam coincidentally was filled with Cody Rhodes signs. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee alluding to all this, drama, if you will, on social media and talking about the press conference on Thursday, which we will get to. But Monday Night Raw kicks off with the World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins. And Rollins, of course, welcomes out Cody Rhodes. And during this time, we get chants of Rocky sucks, We Want Cody, just the mention of The Rock's name getting booed. And obviously Seth Rollins still playing up the fact that he wants to fight Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And again, listen, I've said this in now 3 videos, whatever it's been by now. Am I in the camp of Rollins versus Cody at WrestleMania? Absolutely not. However, from just a fun storyline perspective, taking all the drama out of it, I still love the little bit of Seth Rollins trying to egg Cody Rhodes on to fight him at WrestleMania because the champion wants the match with the challenger. I still think that's a really cool aspect regardless of whether it's the right or wrong decision. But Seth still wants to fight Cody Rhodes, and Cody really doesn't get much out, but we, still, like I said, left with more questions until Drew McIntyre comes out there and leads to my absolute favorite thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, which was Drew McIntyre being the middleman and being the voice of reason and saying what the fans really want to say, which is We Want Cody versus Roman Reigns. And again, I think this was a great spot for Drew McIntyre on this show because McIntyre got to go out there and be that voice of the WWE crowd, if you want, trying to push Cody to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But it wasn't because of that. There was an underlying storyline factor which made sense for McIntyre to be that guy, which is McIntyre's selfish greed. He wants to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. He wants to fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, so he wants Cody to get out of the way, and I love that aspect. McIntyre playing up what he has already been doing, going after the World Championship, but again, acknowledging what has been going on. Great stuff. And of course, things break down, and that's pretty much the end of it, and then we get Cody Rhodes versus Nakamura in the main event, the bull rope match, Drew McIntyre laying out Cody afterwards, which, again, man, just filled with questions. And we're probably going to get a lot of answers on Thursday. As we've said in a couple of recent videos, the live stream we did on Friday night, I was not expecting any definite answers on Monday Night Raw, although I thought it would be a topic of discussion. But with that press conference coming up on Thursday, right before SmackDown on Friday, that seemed like where it would be the more noteworthy event. But still, coming out of Monday Night Raw, it seems, based off social media, based off rumors, based off what we're seeing on television, one of two things is going on, and I'm going to lean towards one, because honestly, as much as I love Triple H, I do have a little bit of an issue giving WWE this credit. However, at the same time, work me. I don't care. I want it to be unpredictable. I don't care if I got worked just like everybody did by the WWE, and it was all a ploy the whole time to get Cody Rhodes more over and add more adversity. I don't care. If that's the case, put on a show. I'll be here to watch it and talk about it. If WWE got what they wanted, and this is what they wanted, the discussion about WrestleMania, they wanted to get the news headlines, the eyes on WWE, for Cody Rhodes to be this martyr, for him to have the backing fully of the WWE universe still after a year worth of the adversity of going against Brock Lesnar, the Judgment Day stuff, Nakamura, the Rumble, now this, then listen, if that was the plan, credit where credit's due. I'm going to say that probably wasn't the plan, and we have just got a major pivot if that ends up being the case over the last couple of days. But on the outside looking in, if that was the case, credit where credit's due, I'm all for it. And what does that mean really when I say that? That means, with the talking about the pivot, that means WWE could have surveyed the scene over the last few days and go, oh my god, the people are going to boo The Rock of all people, and Cody Rhodes is going to have to fight Rollins at WrestleMania, and nobody wants to see it. Rollins got a great reaction tonight, Cody got a great reaction tonight, but when Seth brought up Seth versus Cody for the World Championship, that reaction was not so hot. You know, normally the expression in wrestling, and I don't really like saying like these insider terms because I'm just not that guy, but normally the expression in wrestling is worked yourself into a shoot. This just might be a case of WWE shot themselves into a work. Rock and Roman on Friday, here we go. They think everything's going to be all fine and dandy. Saturday happens, Sunday happens, most of Monday and Friday night, and they're going, okay, let's come up with a new plan. And that, again, could very well not be the case. But looking at Monday Night Raw tonight, and there's another aspect which I want to talk about outside of Cody Rhodes, but looking at Monday Night Raw tonight, you can't sell me on something's not going on here. Like, they don't focus in on the fact that Cody Rhodes has been the center of attention, that the fans are backing him all weekend long. We want Cody, this, that, and the other. You don't focus in on that if there's not something going on, if it's not for a reason. And you know, one other thing that happened on Raw tonight, which I loved, was Jackie Redmond had a earlier in the day interview with Sami Zayn. He's sitting in the seats right under the WrestleMania 40 sign, and Sami Zayn's talking about now he is a contender for the championship, for a championship, really. He's no longer wants to be the underdog. He wants to win the big one for the fans, for the people that believed in him. And not only did Sami Zayn say that, but where is WrestleMania being located this year? That would be Philadelphia. And who did Sami Zayn say that Triple H referred to Sami Zayn as last year when they had this interaction that he talked about after the Elimination Chamber match with Roman Reigns? Sami Zayn said he was referred to, or I should say referenced to Rocky, as in Rocky Balboa. And where's the Rocky statue at? Where are those movies based out of? Philadelphia. Is that a coincidence? I think not. You know, before CM Punk came back, we made multiple discussions, and I made one real big video, and I think I might even did it after Punk came back, depending on what Punk was going to do. But we have talked about numerous times how I really thought that they split apart Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in the fall for a reason, and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, why did they just split apart this team after everything they did to get back together? But I was like, it had to be for a reason, man. Owens is on SmackDown, and up until this Logan Paul stuff, he really wasn't doing much, and Sami Zayn was pretty much in the fold on Raw with the Judgment Day, with McIntyre, with Rollins. And we talked about numerous times, and I truly still think this may be going on. We're getting I don't want to say a rehash of the NXT storyline for 2014 where Sami Zayn couldn't win the big one multiple times throughout that year, and then he finally beat Adrian Neville for the NXT Championship at the end, and he finally won the big one. I don't want to say a rehash of that, but basically a new version of that on Monday Night Raw with Sami Zayn chasing after the World Heavyweight Championship. After Zayn and Rollins had that match, October, November, whatever it was, for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Sami Zayn came up short, I just couldn't help but think, why are we watching this? There's got to be a reason, and it all had to do with Sami Zayn winning the big one. And after that promo tonight, where they referenced last year, and he says that Triple H referred to Sami Zayn, referenced him as literally Rocky Balboa. That's not a coincidence. So wrapping it all around, we have these question marks regarding Cody Rhodes, these question marks regarding Sami Zayn, The Rock, Roman, Rollins, McIntyre. Where are we going for WrestleMania? We'll have our answers on Thursday, because if anything comes out of that press conference event, it's going to be what the main events are for WrestleMania 40. Definitely going to say when The Rock and Roman's happening, night one, night two, that's the only match, whatever it's going to be. But I do think there is very much a chance, a huge chance, that Roman Reigns is wrestling both nights. Cody Rhodes could, all it takes is Cody saying one of two things, or even The Rock saying one of two things, which could benefit him and maybe get the crowd a little bit back on his side for his inevitable match with Roman Reigns. All Cody has to do is go up there and be real. It's a press conference, and WWE wants to feel a little bit more real, a little bit sports oriented, if you will. All Cody's got to do is go up there and say, listen, I was going to take the back seat to the legend, the guy that paved the way for me. But after the support of the WWE fans, I cannot let them down. I have to pave my own path. And Cody says he will fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. And this could be before or after they declare Rock versus Roman for WrestleMania 40 as well. WrestleMania is 2 nights, and people were calling for this at WrestleMania 39, where it would have been even more perfect, but it could fall in the lap of WrestleMania 40 this year. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns on WrestleMania Sunday, Rock and Roman on WrestleMania Saturday, and it has to happen like that so Roman can beat The Rock and Cody can then beat Roman Reigns. And if they want to eliminate the fact that people might say, oh, well, Cody's going to beat a weakened Roman Reigns, real good win for him, have Cody wrestle on Saturday too. Have him be forced to fight Solo Sikoa with his opportunity on the line or something like that. I don't care. That's a completely different aspect, but what you need to do at this point, it's the only way out. I was in the camp on Friday, on Saturday. Listen, you want to do Cody and Roman at the Elimination Chamber? I'll take that over anything. But after the weekend, after Monday Night Raw, we're just past that point. We are just past that point. It needs to be, you have one opportunity to save this, and that is the announcement on Thursday. It needs to be Rock and Roman will wrestle for the championship on WrestleMania Saturday. Roman needs to defeat The Rock, and Cody needs to defeat Roman on Sunday night. That is the only way out of this mess. And as for the World Heavyweight Championship, as we were talking about that, Drew McIntyre still involved, Sami Zayn still involved. You give us a triple threat at WrestleMania, and I'm sorry it can't go on last, but Roman wrestling both nights against The Rock and Cody, obviously those matches are going on last, so sorry, I love the World Heavyweight Championship. I do not think it is second fiddle. I'm not even getting into that conversation right now. World Heavyweight Championship, Saturday night, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, triple threat. They'll tear it up. Not everything can go on last. It is what it is. One of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time, Ray, Angle, and Orton. They went like 9 minutes, and they were like third to last at WrestleMania 22, and I still remember it to this day, as do many others. So I don't care if it doesn't go on last. Those are the matches you need to set up for WrestleMania 40. And obviously, you don't need to announce that triple threat for the world title on Thursday. All Cody needs to do is announce he's fighting Roman Reigns. And then come next week on Raw, you can go from there. You can announce an Elimination Chamber match, winner fights Rollins at WrestleMania, whatever you want to do. You don't need to rush into that announcement. Cody, Rock, and Roman is the center focus for Thursday's press conference in Las Vegas. And I will state one more time, I do not think personally that this was the plan all along for the WWE. Very well could have been. I am a believer that Triple H feeds misinformation, that Triple H tries to throw you off. He has done stuff, not to this extent, but has done things like that in minute ways in NXT, and he's done that on the main roster so far. This would obviously be the greatest ploy, but I don't think that was the case, just like how people have talked about the Daniel Bryan thing in WrestleMania 30 over the last couple of days. That wasn't the case, that wasn't on purpose. No matter how many times WWE wants to try to sell you on that, it was obviously it worked out. And if you look on the outside looking in, you go, oh, SummerSlam to WrestleMania, they had it planned all along. Obviously it wasn't the case. It just worked out in their favor. Luckily they can do the same thing here. Chaos on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh my God, we were going to do Rock and Roman and Seth and Cody. Clearly we can't do that. Here's our way out. I already explained it. Listen, the speculation and conversation will continue well into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. We will have our answers as to what Cody Rhodes is going to be doing at WrestleMania 40. If Cody leaves that press conference without challenging Roman Reigns whenever, Chamber, WrestleMania, even though it's not happening at the Chamber at this point, then that's all. Then that's it. It's Cody versus Rollins, and we'll talk then. But hopefully that's not the case. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys think is going to happen at this point with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40? Going through the weekend, going through Raw, what's going through your minds? Let me know down below. Be sure to like and subscribe as well, and go follow me across all social medias at Noah Nation Vlogs, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.